and welcome back to another episode of the Worst Possible Commander Show. It's me, it's CGB, and I'm here with my friends. I've got Shea.
Hello.
Ben.
Hello.
And Blake.
Hi.
And we're coming to you with an episode featuring commanders from the brand new Magic the Gathering set, March of the Machines, that still hasn't actually released yet. In fact, it's releasing in the middle of April. But we got some early looks at some of the cards from the Wizards of the Coast stream. When did that happen? It was Philly. It was MagicCon Philly that they streamed from. So we've grabbed a bunch of the team-ups. So we're having a team-up battle, although we're not technically teamed up. We're all out for ourselves. And today's episode is sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code WORST at CoolStuffInc.com and you will get a 5% discount and show that you love the show. So we're going to go around and we're going to talk about the worst possible thing that our decks can do to each other. And since our commanders are brand new cards that have not seen the light of day, we're also going to read our commanders to you and talk about what they do. So first up, Shea, what have you brought? Who's your commander? What's the worst possible thing it's going to do to us?
Yeah, so today I'm playing Drana-Linvala, and it's a 3/4 Vampire Angel with Flying and Vigilance. Activated abilities of creatures your opponents control can't be activated. And Drana-Linvala has all activated abilities of all creatures your opponents control. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate those abilities.
I don't like being told I can't use my creatures, Shea. that is a negative experience, Shea.
Okay, well you're really not gonna like my deck. It is kind of stacksy. Stacksy, so...
Yay.
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 Well, that looks like fun. What's the worst possible thing your stacksy stacks can do to us?
Well, strangely enough, the worst possible isn't really stacks related, but it's still pretty bad. So it involves Heliod, Suncrowned, and Walking Ballista. So the idea here is to give Walking Ballista lifelink from Heliod, Suncrowned's ability, and then I'll remove a counter, gain a life, and then I can just do that and ping you all for 1 damage.
Until we're dead.
Until you're dead.
Until we're dead.
Exactly.
That's a fun thing.
So we do nothing and then you combo kill us.
Yep.
Ask Ben what he's doing.
What happened to our Shea?
I don't know. I don't like this Shea at all.
Ben, I'm sure this will go better. What is your brand new team-up commander and what is the worst possible thing you'll do to us?
Yeah, so I'm playing the new Ghalta and Mavrin, legendary creature, dinosaur vampire, weird, but awesome. 12/12 Trampler. Whenever I attack, choose one. Create a tapped and attacking XX green dinosaur creature token with trample, where X is the greatest power among other attacking creatures. Or I could create X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of other attacking creatures. So I went, instead of going really tall or really wide, I kind of did a combination of both, an equilibrium, if you will.
Some call it greedy.
Yes.
Yes, maybe.
Unfocused, if you will.
So I have Darien to go wide, so if I'm dealt damage, I might put that many soldier creature tokens into play. Or I could go tall with Ghalta Primal Hunger, his little brother or something.
No, they're the same Ghalta in the lore. It's just two different.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
And yeah, so he can come out with X less with the total power among creatures I control. And he's also a 12/12 Trampler.
So would you say the core of your deck is giant dinosaurs?
No.
And why
No?
not dinosaurs?
No, why not?
Well, this is the giant. These are the 2 giant dinosaurs.
They're the shining stars.
And then I have a lot of little people helping them.
Whatever.
It's a mix of all creatures.
It's Ben tall and wide. It's classic Ben is
Yes.
what I was
Ben
trying
tall.
to say. You
Yes.
get classic Ben here. Just play Dino and smash. All right, Blake. Do we get classic Blake? What's Blake doing?
Yeah, I'm playing Yargle and Multani, which is a 6 mana, 18/6 with a lot of text. I've heard much about you from my daughter, Multani rumbled. There was a time when I'd balk at your aid, Phantom, but she has shown me the merit in Urborg's strange ways. Said Yargle. Great text. Gonna be great. So
Tear to my eye.
I'm crying. So I'm gonna be killing my friends with mostly commander damage and poison. So I've got Tainted Strike that I can use to give Yargle poison so they can one-shot somebody. Triumph of the Hordes I'm going to use to kill Shea. It's going to be great. And then I have a bunch of ways to give +3 and unblockable and whatnot. So we're going to try to kill everybody with commander damage.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a straightforward take. I'm looking forward to seeing if you can just kill people with a frog. I also have a frog in the command zone.
Whoa.
I do. This is Thalia and the Ghaltarven monster. So my commander is a 1 and an Abzan, 4 total mana for a 4/4 legendary human frog horror, and has first strike and death touch. That's a fun combination. I may play an additional land on each of my turns. That's fun. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. That's fun.
And there was much rejoicing.
And whenever Thalia and the Ghaltarven monster attacks, I sacrifice a creature or land to draw a card. So as far as the worst possible thing, I'm honestly playing a creature deck. It's going to try to use that taxing kind of effect of your stuff coming in tapped to create an opportunity to just punch a bunch of you and try to take you out with good old-fashioned creatures, go burr. I don't have a bunch of combos. The closest thing you could say to combos are things that get lands out of the graveyard to make use of the second ability. So I have Sun Titan, Greensleeves, Morrow Sorcerer, Titania, Protector of Argoth. And if I get enough lands, my Finale of Devastation can give all my creatures a huge boost and kill you all. But it is pretty straightforward. I'm going to attack a lot, and I'm going to draw cards while doing it, so it still feels like a CGB deck. All right, this game is sure to be a team up that they've all been waiting for in some way. We're going to see what happens. Let's dive in. Let this nonsense begin. We've got our hands. Blake won the die roll. Take it away. The team of Yargle and Multani goes first.
Can draw for turn. I'm going to play a forest, and I'm going to pass the turn.
I will draw for turn. I will play a Marsh Flats. I will sacrifice it, paying 1 life. I'm going to get the Indantha Triome, and then I'm done.
Play a Godless Shrine. It'll enter tapped, and then I'll pass.
Okay. I'll play a Plains and pass.
All right.
That is as wholesome a start as you will see.
I know, look at
Yeah,
that.
seriously.
I'll play a swamp and a Sakura Tribe Elder. Go ahead, CGB.
I will untap, draw. I will play a Flagstones of Trokar. Flagstones of
Trocare.
Flagstones of Trocare?
Choker.
Trock Air. Flagstones. I will play a Flagstones of Trock Air. That's probably not it. I will play Sakura Tribe Elder.
Twinning.
Your turn, Shea.
Swamp. Blind Obedience.
Ooh, what'd that do?
It's got Extort, and artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
Ooh, gross.
Awesome.
Over to you, Ben.
At your NSEP, Shea, I'm going to Enlighten Tutor.
In response, I'll Sakura Tribe Elder.
In response, I'll Sakura Tribe Elder. I got a forest.
Wow.
I too got a forest.
Ben, did you get a rock?
He's really keeping us in
I
suspense.
did. Mana Crypt.
Not a forest.
Oh.
The wholesomeness is fading.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Then I'll go to my turn, draw that Mana Crypt, play a forest. I'll tap 2 for the Sylvan Library.
Ooh.
I'll play the Mana Crypt.
Does it?
Tap that.
No, it enters tapped.
It enters tapped.
Oh, the Mana Crypt enters
Oh.
tapped. Okay, go ahead, Blake.
All right. Well, this deck is built to do one thing and do it fast. So, Jeweled Lotus.
Enters tapped.
Yep.
That does. That does. That does.
That's probably good, right, guys?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna play a Sylvan Library as well.
More twinning.
Go ahead, CGP.
I'll play a command tower. I will pay 4, and I'll bring out Thalia and the Ghaltarven monster. That will enter tapped. And guys, now your creatures and non-basic lands enter the battlefield tapped. Go
Do our
ahead, Shea.
creatures untap if there's 2 tap effects?
No. They enter double tapped.
Oh shoot.
Double tap.
You've
Extorted.
heard of the double tap.
Oh yeah.
That's what you have to do to your creatures.
I watched Zombieland.
Oh crap.
Land.
I forgot I get another land drop. Can I get my land drop, you guys?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna play this Blighted Woodland. Okay, go ahead.
Command tower.
Enters tap.
2 for an arcane signet.
Yep, that does not enter tapped
Is Blind
because
Obedience just
you
opponents?
control Blind Obedience.
Right. Okay. That's it. I'll pass.
Okie dokie then. Mana Crypt, odds is damage. Awesome.
Hasn't even tapped it yet.
I know. That's how good I am at rolling dice. And I'll do a Sylvan Library shenanigans.
Would you like to take 8 to go with your 3?
I'm gonna draw 2, so I'll take 4. Play a Castle Garenbrig, which enters tapped.
It sure does.
Then I'll tap my Mana Crypt for a Felwar Stone that also enters tapped.
Yes, it does.
Then I'll finally play a creature. Joel Rail? I don't even want to try.
Moanvule Recluse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it enters double tap.
Yes, that human druid.
No, we don't do, no. There you go.
Oh, when I draw my second card each turn, I create a 2/2 cat, and then I can pump stuff. Like it's your turn, so.
Thank you, buddy. I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna Sylvan Library. Berry.
That is a thing. That if there were a card that I could play that would force him to say library like a real person, or raspberry, or just whatever.
It's raspberry.
February.
It's raspberry.
I would play that card.
All right, I will lose 4 life to draw an extra card.
Okay. I love this. Everybody's wrecking themselves.
I will play a tapped Polluted Delta.
Rob.
I'm gonna spend 1 mana for a Dark Ritual.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm gonna sack Jeweled Lotus for green.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Yargle. And also Multani.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Okay. Yep. That's good. But
It enters tapped.
double tapped.
That's Yargle's displeased voice. Did you just gangside me?
I will untap and draw. I will pay 3 mana for a Scoot Swarm that enters tapped.
Yes.
I am not sure. I need to attack somebody with Thalia. I feel like we could all kind of be friends. Like none of us necessarily need to be enemies here.
We're just friends.
Yeah.
Really.
Truly.
Especially, like, Yargle doesn't need to be my enemy. That would be fine if Yargle weren't my enemy. I think Ben, between the Mana Crypt and the Sylvan Library, has the most to lose as far as life as a resource. So Ben, I'm going to attack you with Thalia and the Gitrog monster. I'm going to have a trigger when I attack, and I'm going to sacrifice Flagstones of Trocare to draw a card. When this is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, I may search my library for a Plains card. It doesn't have to be basic. I put it onto the battlefield tapped, and I shuffle. I will draw first. So Godless Shrine will enter, which will trigger my Scoot Swarm to make an insect, because I have 5 lands on the battlefield. And there's going to be our insect. I will play Demolition Field. This is my 6th land, so I get to make a copy of my, what do you call it?
Rudy Toot Toot Scoot.
I'll make a copy of my Scoot Swarm, and we'll enter the battlefield tapped.
Do you still have another land drop?
I do, but I don't have the land for it. What I do have is a way to blow up an artifact or enchantment, and right now there's way too many targets.
Blind Obedience would not be the
Yeah.
worst target. Their Shea's not doing a lot,
I don't like being blind.
and I don't want
my
Ben to get too
obedience.
low on life, so you could Mana
Aw.
Crypt.
Dang.
I could Mana Crypt.
Oh wait, no, I want to keep that.
If I don't target your Sylvan Library, will you not attack me with Yargle next turn?
Only if you shake my hand.
Do I have to? Mm-hmm. What if I?
That's the deal breaker.
Fist bump. Okay. All right. I'm going to cast Lauren of the Third Path. This is one I put in all my white decks these days.
Great card.
So she'll enter, and I'll destroy target artifact or enchantment. She enters tapped because of Blind Obedience. I am going to destroy the Mana Crypt.
Darn.
Plot twist.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that was because he was looking right
I
at
know,
it.
yeah.
All right, I'm done.
Okay. Plains.
It's a non-basic, so it's untapped.
Tapping 5. I felt bad about this for a second when I decided I was going to play it, but I think I have to embrace the evil.
What?
Spell Tithe Enforcer.
What the heck is that?
Whenever an opponent plays a spell, that player sacrifices a permanent unless he or she pays 1.
Oh my god, no, this is the best thing. Shea, I'm gonna put this in every one of my decks, because Ben refuses to pay for anything,
This is wonderful.
so it's just a board wipe. A slow board wipe.
This is just wonderful for those who don't pay the 1. However, I do have to remind you, it enters tapped.
It sure does. It sure does. Go ahead, Ben.
3 for Sylvan Library.
Sylvan Library.
Yeah, library. Thank you. I will pay 4 life, drawing 1 extra.
You also get a trigger because you drew your second card already.
Yes, I do. I get a little cat. Meow. Paying the 1.
All it took was him getting affected to pay the 1.
I'll play Mondrak, Glory Dominus.
Oh, I remember that card. So now anytime you make tokens, you get 2 instead. Nice.
And I will pass.
That enters double tap.
Tapped.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm going to untap. On my upkeep, I know the top card, it's bad. I'm going to Polluted Delta.
Okay, you sacrifice Polluted Duty on your upkeep.
To the Rudy Toot Toot. I got a Bayou.
Enters tapped. Hope you didn't need it.
I gotta buy you dinner sometime, Blake.
What's up, Ben?
A Bayou could buy a few dinners.
Yeah, true.
What's up, Ben? All right, I'm going to put 2 cards in my hand. So I will lose 4. I'm going to spend 4 for an Indomitable Might. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3, and it may assign combat damage as though it were not blocked.
Oh boy.
I'm going to attach it to Yargle.
Okay.
Anyone got blue? Oh wait.
Pay 1.
Nope.
That's a sacrifice.
I was
of
definitely
permanent.
not supposed to get Bayou. So I will sacrifice it for its sake.
For shame?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sacrifice
Not
Bayou
the
for the
Sylvan
shame.
Library? No.
I'm glad you're not attacking
That was a
me.
I'm
land.
going to play a land,
Oh.
tapped.
Right, that was a deal.
And because of that, Shea, I'm attacking you for 21 commander. I don't like getting stacks. I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, that is a terrible death. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So I am out. I'm dead.
That was.
I went from 40 to dead.
Yeah.
I don't like getting taxed.
GG's.
I don't like getting taxed. I don't want to tell you.
And I know who he's coming for next.
Oh man.
We'll see.
Okay, it's that kind of game. I mean, I'm the one still taxing.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, yeah. Definitely you. Go ahead.
Okay, I will. But I'm terrified because apparently Blake's not messing around tonight. I will draw. I mean, do you want to make another deal about who you're going to attack next turn?
Yes.
I can offer you a lore and card draw.
I'd prefer if you just didn't kill Yargle.
Okay, so if I don't kill Yargle, you won't attack me next turn.
I'm
Like,
trying
you
to
look
think about
beautiful
exactly
today.
what those words mean. Like, that just sounded sus. If Yargle remains untouched by the time I untap and move to combat and attack, I won't attack you.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
I don't like this.
Yeah, poor Ben.
Poor Ben. Ben, I'm not like really on a mission though to totally destroy you either. I'm going to need help because it's going to take me a lot of attacks to deal with anybody. So, and you can deal with them in one. So
Oh, yeah.
we're definitely not
Ben runs a ton of removal. He
Adversaries.
probably has got to take care of.
Ben. Wow, that's got to be a joke. Let's move to combat, and I am going to attack Blake with a Vigilant Lauren of the Third Path, a Scoot Swarm copy, and a Scoot Swarm, and a Thalia, and that is riding a Gitrog monster. So that way, attack trigger, I will sacrifice this insect to Thalia and the Gitrog monster
That's
to draw a
Swarm's
card.
son. Take 8.
Yep, 8 damage for commander. I will tap the Lauren of the Third Path, and Ben, you and I are going to draw cards.
Aw.
I'm still afraid of you.
No, it's fair. I get it.
We're friends, but I'm scared of you.
No,
Okay.
that's fair.
I'm going to play an overgrown farmland, which is going to trigger Scoot Swarm and make a copy. I can't kill the Miltani because I made a deal not to, but I can make things a little harder for him, Ben.
Oh, good.
So hopefully that will help you out in some way. I am going to tap 3, and we're going to cast Reclamation Sage, and I'm going to blow up the Indomitable Might. So that should help a little. Then I'm going to pay a green. I'm going to cast a Birds of Paradise, and I'm done for the turn.
Sylvan Librarying.
That's right. Thank you. I'll leave you. You can live now.
Awesome. I'm gonna pay 4 and draw 2. And I will make 2 cats this time
That's right.
because of Mondrak.
But they are tapped kitties
Tap kitties.
because Thalia is still in play.
Play a command tower, tapped. I'll play Wedding Announcement. I'll tap 2 and play a Galagreeters tap.
What's up, Blake?
What's up, Blake? Hey, are there certain cards in your deck that can just maybe give that guy trample?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Darn. I was hoping that was a no.
Many.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah, dude.
Take a cat for 2.
Yeah, I have owned a cat before. I get that.
We've all taken 2 from the cat.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'll go to my end step, and I'll get an invitation counter.
I just want to say this feels much more wide than tall. I was told an even balance, and it has been uneven.
All right, so you create 2 human creature tokens tapped because of Thalia, and this creates 2 triggers for Galagreeters. So you get 2 of the 3 things of your choice.
I will get 2 tapped treasure tokens.
Okay, because of Modrak, and you also get another mode.
I'll put a 1/1 counter on Galagreeters.
All set?
I am all set, Blake. Take your Rooney.
Oh no, he's smiling.
I don't like that.
Nobody likes it when he's. I mean, here's the thing: he's got a great smile. That's not the one he uses when
No.
he kills people.
Well, I'm going to definitely put 2 cards into my hand. On a completely unrelated note. I'm going to spend 1. I'm going to Wild Growth my forest.
Okay.
God, I can't believe I said goodbye. Actually fucked me so hard.
I figured.
Okay, guys, so I'm dead on board if I attack,
If we gang up on you, yeah.
which is not impossible. CG, if something happens where Yargle is unable to attack for at least a turn, if I make it so that Yargle dies, then comes back, are we okay? Can we leave me alone for a turn?
I mean,
Or is that not enough?
Is just Yargle dying? I don't know. That's kind of tough because you're putting yourself in a weird position where you have to kill your own thing. I mean, aren't you better off leaving up as a threat to make somebody else kill it?
True, but the only way I can really move forward on my board state is if I... You know what? I'm going for it. I wanted to make this play. I'm going to cast a Ruthless Technomancer.
What?
It's a 2/4. When it enters the battlefield, I may sacrifice another creature I control. If I do, create a number of treasure tokens equal to that creature's power. Yargle will die.
Okay, you are sacrificing Yargle to Ruthless Technomancer for how many treasures?
18 treasures.
For 18 treasures.
Yes.
Money, money.
And then I will choose to put it back in the command zone. All right, I'm going to spend 8 of it.
Yargle's back.
Yargle back.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Then I'm going to spend 3 for Shaman of the Forgotten Ways.
Ooh. Oh. I like that one. Actually, we love this one.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the one where you can pay all that mana to make our life total become the number of creatures we have. Let's go.
Both of these come into play tapped.
Yes, they do. Thalia doing work.
And unfortunately, I kind of just have to pass.
So you've got like 8 mana up and you're just tapped out.
Yeah, it was you guys kill me one way, or maybe I got some tomfoolery in my hand, or
I mean,
you guys are nice to me.
I'll
and
hook
my
you up with
friends.
an untapped land, I guess, because I don't know what you're up to, but I'm going to Demolition Field on your Takanuma. So we each search for a basic land and put it onto the battlefield. And I think maybe you having more mana might actually be good for me, because I'm kind of scared of Ben.
It's fair.
Don't worry about it.
I can help you with Ben if you leave me be.
What?
If you don't kill me this turn.
I'll get a swamp, and that will trigger Scoot Swarm to make some copies. And actually, I've been doing this wrong. I've been adding 1
Yeah,
copy.
you should have.
Oh, yeah.
So this was 2, right? Because of 2 Scoot Swarms. So there's 2.
You should have 8 total.
Yeah, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is 8. So yeah,
That's 4.
this is
total.
4. So these are my piles. All right, if you're still done, I'm going to untap, and we're gonna figure out how Scoot Swarm really works.
Oh, God.
Oh my lord. So right now I have 7 copies, 8 copies. I have 8 copies. All right, cool. I will play a card that is going to make Blake just die of jealousy. I'm gonna play Field of the Dead.
CGB, I'm so happy you're playing a lands deck. Oh, this is the best.
So that's going to make 9.
Technically, this is a 7, and that's a 1.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
thank
what I
you.
thought.
You're right. You said 8 copies, and it got in my head.
yeah.
All right, so 8 more.
No.
So that
16
is
total.
15 total copies,
Yeah.
but I should keep track of what's not summoning sick.
Right.
So I'll put this here with an 8.
Don't forget about your 2/2 zombie, too.
So when Field of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield under your control, and you have 7 more lands with different names,
You have 8.
and they're different, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. It's not tapped. Somebody recently played it as tapped, and I was like, I don't think it's tapped.
It's not.
Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
Unless there's a Blind Obedience out, but
or a Thalia Ghaltarven monster and someone
Yeah.
else's control.
there's a bunch of cards that make it tap. But
All right, I will cast Sun Titan, and I will get back the Marsh Flats from my graveyard. This is going to trigger the Scoot Swarms.
16 more.
16 more.
So 24.
24 summoning sick Scooty Swarmy. I'm going to sack the Marsh Flats, paying 1 life to go get an untapped Swamp or Plains.
Wow.
By the way, this is also triggering Field of the Dead, so I'm going to go up to 3 zombies as well as I go. Yep, I've chosen a forest, a basic forest. Or wait, that's the one thing I can't get.
you can get so many things with that CGB.
I'll get a snow-covered plains. And that will take me up to 56 Scoot Swarms?
Summoning sick ones.
Summoning 6 Scoot
Toots,
Swarms?
yeah.
Are we sure this card is supposed to work this way?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. All you need is the Devilish Valet, and then we'll be dead.
Let's move to combat, and I will attack Ben because he's starting to scare me a little bit, but he does have the 4/4 and the 1/2. So Ben, I am going to attack you with the Thalia and the Gitrog monster, and Reclamation Sage and Lauren of the Third Path, who has Vigilance. And Blake, I'm going to attack you with 8 Scooty Patooties.
Rudy Toots? All right.
Root
8 Scooty
Scoot.
Patooters.
Root,
Booty.
Scoot, and Boogie.
Nice.
A total of 6, 7?
So what's attacking you is 8. You have a block that you can make on one of the 2 ones that would kill it. If you block the Thalia, it will definitely not go well for you because that's
Right.
first strike and death touch, and you can't make your creature indestructible. I also have an attack trigger. So from Thalia and the Gitrog monster, I get to sacrifice a creature or land to draw a card. I'm going to sacrifice one of my zombies. One of my zombie tokens and draw a card.
All right,
What's going
CGB, if I don't block Lauren, will you tap her for us to draw a card?
If you also don't block the Reclamation Sage.
Fair.
Okay, that's a deal.
Yeah.
So I
you
will
didn't get the
I will do it. Yeah, I'll do it right after you declare no blocks.
I will declare no blocks.
All right, that's going to be first strike damage, and then 4 from these. The 4 is commander, and then this 4 is not. And after first strike damage, because there's fun timing rules, I'm going to tap Lauren. You and I will draw a card, Ben.
And then after that, I will take my 8.
I'm going to. Oh man, if the Yargle comes after me, it's all commander damage.
Oh, yeah.
The Ghalta, though, I'm not sure how much power and toughness. I don't know. Well, Blake, it giveth and it taketh away. I'm going to play a Knight of Autumn, and I think the biggest threat to me now from my position with the Swarms is the Yargle, so I'm going to blow up your Sylvan Library to try to keep you from finding ways to make Yargle fly.
In response.
Okay? Remember, I gave you that land.
You
Doesn't mean-
destroyed a land.
You don't owe me anything for it. It's just kind of interesting.
You know what? I trust in the heart of the cards.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Sylvan, and that's for calling it a library. Ben, your turn.
So, Ben.
What's up?
Benny boy. I'm a little bit nervous about CGB. He's got a lot of rootin' tootin' scootins.
He does.
And we might need to work together to kill his ass.
Well, let him do his librarying.
Oh. Ooh.
Was the third card really good?
I'm paying 8. I like those cards.
Going to 9.
I like those cards.
Whoa.
I don't know if I can even play them all. I'm probably not, but
Okay, that's
I
a
like 'em.
Wanvuli Recluse trigger.
yes, I get 2 cats
That
that
you
are summoning sick.
They are tapped because of Thalia.
Yes.
You turned the dice.
Hey, it's a different orientation, Blake. Matters in physics, okay? Well, I'll play a Sun Petal Grove, which unfortunately enters tapped.
Thalia, baby.
Yeah, that's got a lot of value.
I will play Ghalta and Mavrin.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, so that enters tab.
It does. It doesn't matter though. It's only when I attack in general.
That's
though,
right.
Which is nice.
You also get a Galagreeters. Actually, you get Galagreeters triggers from the 2 cats.
Oh, yeah.
And now you get a 3rd one from the Ghalta. So you get all 3 modes.
Right. Yeah.
So that's 2 tapped treasures.
2 tap treasure.
That's 2 life and a +1/+1 counter on the Galagreeters. Ben, what you doing with all that? You're gonna attack my 56 Scoot Swarms?
That is a lot of them.
It's not a small number.
No, it's definitely not. Are we a team? Are we a team? Can you deal with those Scooties? Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You know
Okay.
what?
Well,
Here, let me find out a little bit more information and get back to you. I'm gonna sacrifice 2 treasures. I'm gonna draw with Castle Lockthwain.
Yeah? Okay.
Draw a card.
That's what I get for letting you keep
Lose
it.
4.
lose 4.
So far, no good, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
your best chance is probably him giving this trample or flying. I guess flying in this case, or unblockability. Yep.
I will move to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to attack with 2 measly humans.
Because Ben's only human.
Because you want that Ghalta trigger. Yeah. Who are you attacking? Attacking me?
CGB.
All right. So you have the Ghalta choice.
I will choose the vampires.
So you make, because of Mondrak, you're going to make 4 tapped
sirree.
life-linking vampires. I am going to block the 1/1 humans with these zombie tokens. So that should kill them.
Nice. Don't even have to waste the Scoot Sword. Then I'll move to my end step, and I will draw a card off winning announcement. And I'm all set. Go ahead, Blake. Teammate.
Moment of truth. Do you have it right now? Oh, you need a top deck. You need something good.
My friend Evan once told me, draw it like you mean it. Yes!
It's a land.
It's a land.
It's a land
Yeah,
that
that's
enters tab.
tab.
But
Like you mean it.
I'm going to spend 2 on a Prowler's Helm. Equipped creature can't be blocked except by walls. Got any walls there, buddy?
No walls.
Pal?
No
Man.
walls.
Heart of the cards.
Yeah, what do you need? What are you thinking?
Anything that makes this dude's power bigger.
You got a lot of ways in that deck
Oh,
to
yeah.
give it +3?
Giant growth. Come on, one time. It was terrible.
So you paid 4 for the
Yeah.
castle.
Yep. Well then, I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
So, we're going to equip Multani with Prowler's Helm.
Okay.
Move to combat.
Yes.
Ben, is there a chance you can win next turn? Or are you super dead to whatever CGB's up to?
If I survive his next turn. Or
Can
what
you
do
survive CGB's next turn?
I mean,
It doesn't
there's
look
too many
like it.
Scoot Swarms, and he's at
Yeah, I
11
don't
life.
think so.
Then I will
You're
attack-
asking if he has a fog, right?
Yeah.
No.
Do you have a fog?
No.
Ben, I will attack you with Multani. He's dead anyway. I want to kill him.
Treachery.
You just want the frog blood.
Ben, you're dead anyway. You said it yourself. I just want to be the one to kill you. I'm sorry.
Rude. I thought that was
And
supposed
they
to
were
go.
friends.
I know.
They shook last
roommates.
time.
We knuckle touched. It's not
He
the
could have
same.
killed you.
Wow.
It doesn't matter.
Wow.
either way.
Traitor.
It's true.
It doesn't
Off
matter.
with his head.
Chance can be-
No, that
but-
just means it's okay, Ben. You can be my friend while you're dead.
Thanks.
Take
Ben,
your
I hope you don't take this personally, man.
unblockable
You'd have
frog
done the
spirit.
same. You tell me in this situation you're not doing the same thing. If I'm dead, no matter what, you're not gonna kill me, so you get to be the one to kill me.
Yeah, okay,
that's right.
okay.
See?
Enough with the politics. What is Yargle's war cry as he slays yet another?
I'm thoroughly disturbed.
My goodness.
All right, take your 18 commander, Ben.
All right, pass. But I will pass to CGB. But before
credit.
I do, I'm gonna Heartless Act your the original Scoot.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, you got it. Definitely dead. I can't wait to get back with my Sun Titan. I'll untap. Shea, you got taken out really early in this game. Mm-hmm. You've been hanging out with me.
Yep.
It's been nice to have company, but I'm sure you'd rather be doing some damage. So this one's for you, Shea.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast Orin Frostfang, and I need a sound effect. Attacking creatures I control have Death Touch, and whenever a creature I control does combat damage to a player, I draw a card.
It's a great card.
It's a really great card.
Interesting.
Blake, it's time for suffering. Here they come. Now, you let me know, because I got these triggers on the stack. Should I go through the motions, or?
In response, I will scoop.
Or scoot.
Scoot. How Rudy Toot Scoop.
Oh, man.
Why is Shea out hissing?
Because you took me out first.
Yep, the hissing scoots came for vengeance. And Talia and the Gitrog monster.
That was sweet.
All right, let's find our CoolStuffInc.com cards of the game. And we are back for the CoolStuffInc.com card of the game. Remember to go to CoolStuffInc.com and use the promo code WORST, and you can get a discount on any of these sweet cards, or possibly pre-orders for these cards, as I'm sure these sweet team-up cards will be up for pre-order in the very near future. I'm going to go ahead and go first. My card of the game is Thalia and the Gitrog monster. I know it's kind of cheesy to pick the commander, but as far as playing a card that gives you access to so much kind of value, I just absolutely loved everything about Thalia and the Gitrog monster in this game. It slowed my opponents down. I drew cards. I never felt like I was running out of cards at all. I don't think I ever went under 5 cards in my hand. I made a bunch of land drops, and if I actually gave card of the game to another card, it would be Scoot Swarm. But honestly, keeping track of Scoot Swarm makes my head go numb, and I don't like to play it that much, but it seemed too perfect for this deck to ignore. So, Thalia, the Gitrog monster, good team up. Probably my favorite of the team up cards that we've seen, and cool commander. Shea, I know, Shea. You didn't spend much time in this one.
Yep.
But in that time, did you find a CoolStuffInc.com card of the game?
You know, I did. My card of the game is Spell Tithe Enforcer, and although it didn't live long in the game, it did make Blake sacrifice his Bayou, and to me, that's just worthy of card of the game.
What's that?
Fair enough.
A $400, $500 sacrifice?
It was not cheap. It was a shame sack.
It sent him into a salty rage that could only be quenched by blood.
Truly. Unfortunately, it was Pet's blood.
Honestly, that card, I've never seen that card. My blood also just starts to boil when I think about possibly missing that trigger. And yeah, and I mean, 1 mana would have been important. Few
Huge.
points in that game, right?
Huge, yeah.
All right. Ben, what do you have for your CoolStuffInc.com card or cards of the game?
Yeah, so my card of the game is definitely my commander. It was awesome. I just love how it plays. The options to go wide or tall, I just love. But I'm sure you're wondering, what were those 3 cards I picked to go down to 9 life? They're doozies. None of them are lands. At first I got Vorinclex. I didn't play any of them, unfortunately. If I had 1 more mana, I could have played Vorinclex and then Garruk Unleashed and ultimated it.
And then you're just getting creatures every turn? Is that how that works?
Every end step.
Nice.
I just searched and put it right on the battlefield. And my third one was Doubling Season.
'Cause more.
Yeah, because why not? I'm the Greed Lord.
You might
I
have
want
been-
all the spells.
You might have kept up with my Scoot Swarm if you had Doubling Season and Mondrak.
Does doublings?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
really
good.
good. All right. Well, Blake, what is your card of the game going to be, I wonder?
Other than my buddy, it's definitely Indomitable Might. Making it lethal commander damage and you can't block it's really good. Shea has murdered me so many times on the show with commander and regular damage. Honestly, I don't feel bad at all. You know, it's actually justice. Because it's just us. You know what I mean?
And then you kill your buddy over here. Because
Justice?
Yargle just needs some more damage
Oh,
in
no.
Yargle's life.
Are we in a fight then?
How dare you?
I gotta say, Yargle took out 2 players.
Yeah.
One of them was kind of...
18 power might just command some respect in Commander, because you can get that out really fast.
Yeah. I had some...
I have a respect for Yargle and Multani, and I was honestly not too worried about a giant vanilla creature, but I mean, just big is a keyword, you know?
Yeah.
All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this team-up episode featuring commanders from March of the Machines. They'll be coming out soon. Get your pre-orders in on CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code WORST. You stayed till the end. That is the #1 thing you can do for this show. Top it off. Hit like, hit subscribe, and on behalf of my friends Shea and Ben and Blake, you're cool.